Hey guys, I'm going to show you my Leopard Gecko collection. Right now I just have 4 geckos, and I actually got 3 of them today from a guy. They were $60 plus I got the tank, which was a 15-gallon tank, but I'm not using it. So yeah, I'll show you the first gecko I have. I got this one like as a hatchling, and it's a hypo carrot tail. It's, in the middle of shedding right now, so its colors are kind of dull. And then I just have this hide with a damp paper towel underneath it. Then, just typical mealworm dish with calcium and water. Then here, and that's a male, by the way, I don't know if I said that. And then 2 of the geckos I got today were, this is a super hypo carrot tail baldy, female. And this is a blizzard female. So yeah, I got them today. The tank they were in, they were all in the same tank. It was a 15-gallon tank, and they had sand substrate, which obviously is bad. And they also, the tank obviously hasn't been cleaned for at least 2 months because there was like at least 150 piles of poop in there. So I brought that home. I cleaned out the tank, and I have it drying right now. And then for right now, I just have these 2 girls together, and this is a 10-gallon tank. And yeah, so this is the female super hypo carrot tail baldy, and this is another female blizzard. Yeah, it's just a blizzard female. And then the third gecko I got today was this one. It's a female albino. I don't know which strain, unfortunately, because the guy I got it from, they weren't his geckos. His tenant, he was renting out his apartment, and his tenant, he just moved out and left the geckos there. So this guy was just sold them. He didn't even know that they were leopard geckos. He only knew that they were geckos. Yeah, this girl is pretty small. She's a pretty skinny tail. And as soon as I got her home, I fed her, and she's eaten at least 10 of these large mealworms so far. This guy's eaten probably around 5. This girl hasn't eaten any yet. She's just still trying to get warm. And yeah, so in here I have just damp paper towel with the hide that the guy gave me that was in their tank. And she's got a water bowl, food dish. This isn't ceramic though, so today I'm gonna have to get a new one so the mealworms don't crawl out. And yeah, they also came with a water bowl in their 15-gallon tank. That's actually a nice one because it fits in the corner and it can hold a lot of water. And they didn't even have a food dish in their tank, so like when I went to go clean it out, there was like crickets all like burrowed in the sand in their tank, and there was like a bunch of small mealworms burrowed in the sand. So yeah, they definitely have a better home now. Yeah, so I do plan to do some breeding at some point. I think this guy's like almost ready for breeding, and this girl's also pretty close, but the blizzard and the albino aren't even close, especially the albino, which is really small. Blizzard's kind of small too. But the only good, the blizzard must have been eating pretty well because its tail's actually pretty fat. But yeah, this hypo, its tail is kind of skinny, and the albino's tail is really skinny. This is my guy. He's pretty fat. And yeah, so I just feed them all mealworms right now. I have a mealworm colony right now. I actually originally bought 2,000 mealworms and 2,000 large mealworms, and yeah, I've just been raising them up, and they're pretty much all at the point where they've pupated, they're about to pupate, or they've already turned into beetles. So this is just the beetles and some pupae. There's a little bit in there, but they seem to prefer underneath here. There's just a gross amount of beetles. And I give them carrots, and they're on a oatmeal substrate. And down here, I was going to separate all like the pupae out, but there's just too many, so I just stopped. But down here, there's some beetles hatching out now. Yeah, those are all beetles. And so, yeah, down here, there's mostly beetles. Mealworms are about to pupate or already pupated. So, yeah. I'm making a hatchling rack right now. It's pretty much done, and I'll go show it to you in a minute. But I think I'm probably gonna sell it because I don't need it right now, and I need to build a 16-quart rack for these guys. So yeah, I'm gonna end this clip right here, and then I'm gonna go show you the hatchling rack I'm working on in my garage. Oh, and I forgot to mention, these guys all have 10-gallon under tank heaters, and this light right here isn't for heat. It's just a regular light bulb, just so that they know it's day and I turn it off at night. So this doesn't produce any heat. Alright, now I'm gonna go out to my garage. Okay, so we're in my garage now, and this is the rack. It's almost completed. I'm just waiting on the heat tape to get delivered, and then I can finish it. So it's 3 6-quart tubs wide by 6 high for a total of 18 6-quart tubs. And it's made from white melamine, and it's 2 feet wide by about 35 inches high, and then 14 inches back. So yeah, the heat tape is going to be in the back. I bought 6 feet of 12-inch heat tape. So that should run up the entire back should be covered in heat tape. And the back, I don't have a back on it yet, but I'm going to Home Depot later today, and I'm going to get some tempered hardboard that's 1/8 of an inch thick to put back here, and I'm going to spray paint it white, obviously, before I put it back there. And I just have to wait for the heat tape to come before I can put it on. But that should be here within the next couple of days. And then I'm hopefully going to be selling this. If you want to buy it, it's going to be $300, and it's pickup only. And I live in Vermont, so yeah, you have to pick it up in Vermont. Or I can deliver it locally for like $10 or something. And if you really want it, I could see about shipping it, but you're going to have to pay for shipping costs, which I think is going to be around like $60 to $80. So yeah, you can send me a message if you want to buy it. Yeah, this is going to be good for like hatchling leopard geckos or other kind of geckos, and like scorpions, spiders, or like small snakes. That's what you could put in it. And it sits 1.5 inches above the ground. If you can see. Yeah. So yeah, it turned out pretty nicely. It looks pretty professional because I got all the edge banding on the sides. On the edges. So yep, and that's it. Thanks for watching, and I do plan to make more videos and start breeding those geckos once they get up to size, and I'll give you updates. I'll give you an update once this is done, and yep, bye guys.